Okay, we retain another integral from the Florida Integration Bee 2016, problem 17. We have the integral of square root of x sine square root of x plus x cosine square root of x all over x dx. Okay, this is definitely looking like some kind of reverse product rule just because, here we're adding and, the derivative of sine is going to be cosine. This looks like it could work, but we're going to have to do something with this x in the denominator. One idea I had for this is what if we use a u substitution to kind of clean it up with the square root of x, and maybe it's going to be easier to see what needs to happen. So if I just do u equal to square root of x, then we can solve for our value for x. That's just going to be squaring both sides. We'll have x equals u squared. Take a derivative, we get dx is going to be just 2u du. So then we'll go ahead and just substitute everything as it is. We could do some algebra, but maybe let's do the algebra later. So this is going to turn into u sine u plus x is going to be u squared, so we're going to have u squared cosine u all over, that again is going to be u squared, and our dx is going to be 2u du. Then let's cancel 1u with 1u here. I can take this 2 out front of the integral and rewrite this, so we're going to have 2. Let's divide the u in now. So if I divide the u in here, it's going to cancel with this one, and we're just going to have sine u. Dividing the u in here, we're going to end up with just u cosine of u du. But then doing it like this, now the reverse product rule becomes kind of obvious. Let's just look at our reverse product rule, or just our regular product rule. The product rule tells us the derivative of two functions, f times g, is going to be just f prime g plus f g prime. What we have here is going to be inside of an integral, so if we just look at this integrating both sides, because we're integrating the derivative, the solution of this is going to be just f times g. So to make this formula work, what if we just take sine u and I call this g, take a derivative, we get our derivative right here. This is going to be our g prime in this formula. But then for this to work, what's our f value? It's going to be, we'll call this u right here, f. Take a derivative of u, that's just going to be 1. Well, I can just kind of create a 1 right here on the sine u. And so we have our derivative for this right here. This is going to be our f prime value. So we can just go ahead and solve this in u anyway. We just want our f and g values. So we want our g, our f. And so putting this together, we're going to have 2 times u sine u. So all we need to do is let's just back substitute in order to finish this off. And so for my final solution is we have 2 square root of x sine square root of x. Add a plus c on there, and that's it. When I did this one on paper, I actually did it without the u substitution. I mean, it works fine. It's the same thing. It's a little tricky, though, with the 2 and the square root of x. It's just kind of a little harder to put it together that way. So that's something you can mess around with, but it's just kind of a little harder to see how the product rule works in that case. Anyway, good one today from the Florida Integration Bee 2016. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Have a good day.